Good afternoon. This is Mr. Dykgraaf calling you from Thursday, which is March 19th. This is day 6 off. And so yesterday we talked about what challenge you want to do. Hopefully you've been thinking about your own challenge, something that you've kind of wanted to do for a really long time, and you're taking the leap and committing to do it. If you have committed to do it, you need to make sure you have commented on that thread. Don't do it by yourself. Do it as a part of a community. So tell me again how you're doing, how you're rocking, what your life's like, and then number 2, making sure you commit to doing something awesome. Um, I don't know about you though, I've been getting a little stir crazy and I've been digging deep a little bit on what kinds of things I might want to look at on Netflix. And so rather than doing it all by myself, I did some digging and I have some things that you might not have watched. So if you're a little stir crazy, you're going a little crazy and you think you might want something to do, I have a couple suggestions for you if you have Netflix. If you don't, no big deal. But if you do, here are some things I think you might like. So the first thing that I am watching, hopefully you have watched. If you have not, my challenge for you to do is watch Monty Python's Holy Grail. So that is an old movie. Yes, it's on Netflix. Watch Monty Python's Holy Grail. It's not historically accurate at all. There are people riding horses with coconuts behind it. What it is absolutely hysterical. So my challenge to you is, this week, if you're looking for a movie to watch Monty Python's Quest for the Holy Grail. Pretty stinking awesome movie, very British humor. Your parents will probably be pretty impressed if you ask to watch it together, but what you do need to watch out for is the holy hand grenade. So that's number 1, making sure that you watch Monty Python's Quest for the Holy Grail. Number 2, if you are looking for some documentaries or you're looking to try something different than regular old movies, I am watching 3 things, and all 3 will be in the comments down below so you can see them as well. The first one is a food-related one. What I watched this week is Hero Dreams of Sushi. I've always loved sushi. I've loved all sorts of food like that, and what this is a documentary about a man in Japan who is one of the best sushi creators, if not the best sushi creator on the planet. So he runs a little teeny tiny hole-in-the-wall restaurant, not much bigger than this room right here, with his son, and what his life looks like when all he does is make amazing sushi. So if you're a foodie and you watch the Great British Bake Off and you watch Bizarre Food and you like that stuff, watch Hero, J-I-R-O, Dreams of Sushi. It's on Netflix. Number 2, if you're an athlete, this is another one I watched this week. There's a documentary called Icarus, I-C-A-R-U-S, Icarus. And what it is, it's about doping. For those of you who don't know, doping is essentially using drugs to enhance your performance in any kind of sport. And what some of you might not know is the country of Russia, the last couple Olympics, was absolutely notorious for doing this. And so it got found out as lots of Russian athletes tested positive. It was even suggested that the country might have been involved in hiding it up and covering it up. And so Russia itself, last Olympics, was banned. All of their athletes couldn't even have the Russian national anthem. They couldn't have the Russian flag up. They had to literally basically be independent of their country to even participate in the Olympic Games. And so what Icarus is about is the kind of the high-end sports doping and how it impacts people, those kinds of things. So if sports are your thing and you love the Olympics because they might be coming up this summer, watch Icarus, I-C-A-R-U-S. The last one is something we've talked about in class. We've talked about a lady named Amanda Knox, and basically, for those of you who don't remember, she was a student in Italy when her roommate was murdered pretty tragically in their apartment. And so Amanda Knox had her fingerprints on all sorts of stuff. She was arrested, charged with the murder of her roommate, ultimately several times. She was found guilty, she appealed, she was found innocent, she was found guilty again, and there's lots of just crazy, crazy things. We've talked about that you're not allowed to be charged with the same crime twice. That is not true in Italy. So the show Amanda Knox, K-N-O-X, is a documentary about that ordeal. So there's interviews with her about the crime, with her about how she was being treated. There's all sorts of other cool things. So if you want to dive down a criminal justice rabbit hole, and that's something you think that you want to look at, Amanda Knox is the 3rd movie that you can watch. So again, recommendations today, Monty Python and the Holy Grail if you're up for some humor. If you're a foodie, watch Hero Dreams of Sushi. Tell me what you think. If you are a sports guy or gal, watch Icarus, which is again all about sports doping and illegal drug use in Olympic athletics. And then if you are a history or a crime drama person, watch the documentary Amanda Knox. All of these are available on streaming services. Again, if you don't have access, no big deal. Let me know if you watched any of these and what you thought about them. Did you learn anything? What was going on? See you later. Bye.